Okay, this is Miss Click, and Brenda, I promised you a foot video, so we're going to do the feet today. So these are the tools that I'm going to start out with. I'm going to start out with a comb and a straight shears. Mine happen to have a curved top, but that's okay. My little finishing shears, I guess I'll call them, a slicker brush, and some trimming shears. So I'm going to start out with Miss Click back here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our slicker brush and pick her foot up. And I'm going to do this with her. And see what I'm doing? I'm just fluffing that all back up like that. And then I'm going to take my trimming shears and I'm going to go right down here with the trimmers. I'm going to take all this excess off down here. And be careful because you obviously don't want to clip the dog. I'm going to take all that off. And I don't know if you do that on Frenchies or not, but this is what we do with an American Brittany. Okay, so that's the first thing. And I just noticed she's got big hunks of tar or something in here. So I'm going to just take my little scissors and I'm just going to cut those off for now. All right, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to fix my scissors here because the knob just fell off. All right, so that's the first thing. So then I'm going to come around there and I'm going to show you. So now what I normally do is I will take my thumb or a finger and bring all this fur that's in between her toes up like this. So you can see me bringing it up. See how it's all sticking up like that? And then I'm going to take my straight shears, if I can put them on correctly. And I'm just going to clip and clip, because Brittany's have pretty feet and we like to see their pretty feet. And I'm going to take all that excess fur right off of there. So that's the very first thing. So already they've started to look better. All right. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Then I'm going to come back around and I am going to take my little trimmers that I have. I have just a little pair of wall trimmers. And I'm going to do the inside of her back feet. See how they're all fuzzy? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten this out here like that so it's nice and straight. And then I'm going to just take very carefully, and you want to be careful in here because this part of the pad in here is very sensitive. So you don't want to cut her with the trimmers. I'm going to take all this out and even it up nice and even. All the way around the edges. And it tickles them, so you'll see her move a little bit. But she doesn't have as much as the boys have. The boys get really furry in here. And I'm going to take all of this out very carefully. Trim all that up. And just kind of check it with my finger to see what I've missed. And you can kind of manipulate the pad a little bit with your, with your fingers by, it's okay, honey, you're good. You're doing good. So see how nice and clean that is in between there now? And you don't have to get it perfect, but clean like that is pretty good. So the next thing I'm going to do is, remember I told you to buy these little shears? So I like to go with my little shears and just kind of trim all this stuff all the way around with these little shears because they can get in nice and close and nice and tight. And just take, like if I missed any up in here, I can get in there with these little shears See how I can get in between her pads with that? Just get those little pieces that are in there out so they don't tickle her. And just take off all this little stuff. But you want to put the foot down so you can see that it's nice and pointy like a Brittany should be. And then just trim. Easy peasy. Now I'm going to do her nails also, but I will do that last. So there you go. There's a nice Brittany foot. Now we're going to go to the front feet. Okay. So here's the front feet. So pretty much you can do the same thing here because she's really, as you can see, she's really grinchy. Really grinchy. So, but then I take a slicker brush and I just pull this all up with a slicker brush like this. Okay. So I can get that way up. Then I'm going to go back with my straight shears. And again, I'm going to cut. Oh, you're going to sit? Okay. Thank you. And I'm going to cut. And I'm going to cut. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to double check and get anything I missed here. Just kind of keep it nice and straight. See how you got that? Now you got the spot. Stop. Where her toes are. Okay? So that's what we do. Now, in American Brits, we also clean up all of this in here. So with my thinning shears, good girl, stay. I'm just going to go here and I'm going to thin all this out under here. And like I said, you can or cannot with a Frenchie. So, because I know they like a little bit more fur on your dogs, but with an American, stop. Give me back that foot. Stop. Now she's sitting on her butt. I'm just going to take all of this off under here. So you got a nice, come on, stand up. No sitting. All right, sit, but stay. I'm going to take all of this off under here so it's nice and straight. Because this is perfect to show you. Because she's got a lot of fur under here. So we're going to take all this off. Stop. Nice and straight. That's what happens when you move. So now you got a pretty straight line. It's not perfect, but I'm just giving you a quick tutorial here. All right. So that'll be that. Now I'm going to go back again with my little trimmer. And I'll try and come this way so that you can see. I think you want to come over on this side, honey. And this side, this paw is a little bit harder because it's further away. I'm going to take this, and again, I'm just going to straighten her up here. Stop. A little bit. Get it nice and straight. Take all this off. Get in between, get all this fur in here off. Because this way, the other thing is when they're hunting, you don't get all that snow if they're out in the snow. And when they're hunting in the wintertime, you don't get all that snow up in between their pads either. So I'm taking all this off. And that actually looks pretty good. And you just got to kind of keep looking at it, you know. And now, once again, I'm going to take my... And a lot of people use straight shears, but I'm going to use my little scissors here. You know, I like to do that. And I can just go around with her foot down. And I can get all these little pieces. Now, see, I missed a piece here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to fix that. There, you see what I did? I'm just going to go along here. Try and get her nice and straight. Spread her toes a little bit. I know. Get her. Stop moving. You're a fidget bundle. And then, of course, we're going to do her nails, too. But I'm just going to trim it all nice and even. All the way around. Try and get in here and get a few of these little pieces. That's why these little scissors come in handy, because you know you're not going to hurt the dog. You know you're not going to catch them. They have a round tip, so they aren't going to cut anywhere. And when she puts her foot down nice and flat, now you got a nice, even little Brittany foot. And there you go. We'll just trim her nails next. They'll be nice and short, and she'll look great. So I hope that helped you. Take care. Bye.